Hey lovelies, welcome to another video on how to grow your natural hair using natural recipes. The holidays are over and we are back to business. Thank you guys so much for the support on this channel. We are almost at 10k followers. Thank you so much. On this channel, what I do is teach you how to use Ayurvedic to grow your natural hair. Let's get into today's video. First off, you need your very clean glass jar. The first ingredient I'll be using today is fenugreek seeds. This Ayurvedic contain nicotinic acid and quercetin acid. These acid help in hair growth. The next ingredient I'll be using is the aloe vera powder. Now, if you have the leaves, you can use that as well. If you also have the gel, you can also use that. You already know that aloe vera contains a lot of vitamins that helps in reducing hair thinning. Next ingredient I'll be using is the chamber powder. Now, this powder has a lot of nutrients and also strengthens the hair. This is going to prevent hair breakage and hair damage. Of course, that is going to aid in hair growing. Cloves is the next ingredient I'm adding. Now, these cloves contain vitamin K and this allows blood circulation in the scalp. It also has inogenol, which is going to be the antiseptic, which is going to help also reduce dandruff in the scalp and also help in hair growth because it also has beta carotene. Next ingredient I'll be adding is the neem leaf. With all the benefits you're getting in all the other Ayurvedic, you need one Ayurvedic that is going to fight dandruff in your scalp and also cure your dry scalp, as well as also reduce hair inflammation as well as scalp irritation, all of that. So that is the benefit of the neem powder. Next thing is to add hot water to this Ayurvedic. Now, you can also decide to boil this on fire directly for about 3 to 7 minutes. Just make sure everything boils very well before you leave them off the fire. So after adding the hot water, I'm leaving it for a few hours. After about 4 hours, the next thing I'm going to do is to rinse, sieve this, and I'll have my Ayurvedic hair spray. So now, because of the powder form of some of the Ayurvedic that I use, I'm using a cheapskate just to make this much easier and also prevent the hair residues or the particles or residues from the Ayurvedic into my scalp. So that is why I'm using cheapskate to do this. Some other benefits of some of the Ayurvedic, especially aloe vera, is that it also eliminates microbial infections, also reduces frizziness, and of course that is also going to help in preventing hair fall and strengthening the roots. So aloe vera is really good for hair growth as well. It also contains vitamin A and omega-3 fatty acid. These are all beneficial for your hair growth. You need all of that in your hair. So now, after straining this, I'm adding my essential oil, which is the castor essential oil, to my aloe vera mixed with other herbs spray. Please note that this is optional. If you don't have essential oil, you can decide to skip this step. With castor oil, it has a lot of benefits as well for your hair growth. With the castor oil, it contains vitamin E, which is very good for hair growth. Castor oil boosts hair growth rate with 5 times with other nutrients or other essential oil. It also moisturizes the hair, which of course you are also going to get that from the castor oil. Boost hair follicles health, as well as also makes your hair thicker and shinier and stronger. So after adding the castor oil, the next thing is to shake everything together very well so that you prevent the castor oil from suspending on top of your or hair tea. So you shake that very well, and then the next thing is to show you how to use this in your hair. Now, you already know that I always say that when you're spraying this in your scalp, because you're not raising out it, or you're not raising it out, you have to do this on your clean scalp. That does not mean that you have to always wash your hair every week or every day. So just have a hair regime. I posted some hair regime tips in the community tab, so kindly check that out. So you're going to spray this hair tea in your scalp very well. As you can see in this video, you do that by gently spraying it in your scalp and using your hands to separate your hair. Your tip must also enjoy the benefit of the hair tea or the hairspray, because the tip is also the oldest part of your hair. You don't need to neglect it or concentrating solely on the scalp or the hair follicles, so you're neglecting your hair tip. So that is also very important. So all parts of your hair should enjoy the benefit of this Ayurvedic. Now, because my hair is low porosity, after doing this, I'm using my cloves oil to spray it into my scalp and also massage into it. Massaging is always important. I always talk about massage after and during using the hair tea or hair spray in your scalp. I always talk about massaging. So it's very important to note that after you use your hair tea or any Ayurvedic at all, even when on the days where you just wash your hair, you give your scalp a very good massage. So that is what I'm just doing after I use the hair tea. So also I'm massaging my hair with my cloves oil. Now I have a tutorial or a video on how to make your cloves oil. There's so many methods on how to use or how to make your own cloves oil. So I'll definitely leave the link in the description box, so you guys will check that out if you are interested. So after doing this, I'm just going to repeat the same method through the other part of my hair. So guys, if you have questions, please leave them in the comment section. Now you can see how my hair is just shining. So I'm just going to repeat the same process in the other section of my hair. It's also very important, guys, that you work in session. You must always work in session. This is also another way of preventing hair breakage. One thing I also want to add to this, which I have not mentioned in quite a while in most of my videos, is that most of these DIYs, if you don't have all the ingredients or all the Ayurvedic in one certain video, you don't need to follow every detail. Just know the herbs or the Ayurvedic that is being used in the video. Then you incorporate your own style into it. So if it is just cloves and fenugreek you use that, because you're also going to get essential benefit from either of them. If you have only just one Ayurvedic, you can start your hair regime or hair journey with some of this Ayurvedic. You don't need to have every Ayurvedic that is being mentioned in every video. One or two, you can start with that. If you're not seeing progress, then you can switch. That is how I started my journey using Ayurvedic. So again, you don't need to use every Ayurvedic in the world. You know, the ones that works for you, you stick with it. If one is not working, you change your style. Like me, I already know that cloves works for me, so I always incorporate that using other Ayurvedic. So that is how to specialize your hair journey to your hair taste, or to how effective some of these Ayurvedic are to you. So guys, thank you so much for the support once again. We are almost at 10k, and I'll see you all in my next DIY video.